All right, so we take it as they are just parking their attendance and they might be doing something else. All right, okay, so we're going to start first. So for those who are um, ready, and we find comfortable sitting position, right? So if you're like in front of the screen and you're sitting on a chair, and by all means, please sit on a chair, find a comfortable posture. If you do not have any back injuries, then please keep upright and don't lean on the chair. If you have back injuries, yes, please lean back and don't torture yourself, right? Practicing compassion. If you are already a very, very veteran meditator, you want to sit full lotus on the floor, yes, by all means. Okay, so once you are upright and relaxed, right, then we can close our eyes. Okay, and the first phase of our meditation we are doing is the visualization of our body, right? Is to understand our body, right? We call this the Asubha meditation, and we're adding this loving kindness, right? So we are first going to visualize our hair, right? It's like as though looking at a mirror, looking at yourself, and looking at your hair. So the ordinary person will go to the extremes, right? When they look at their hair, then they might think, oh, my hair is so beautiful, so nice, I like my hair. So this is one extreme. Right, the other extreme would be, oh, my hair is so ugly, so messy, I don't like my hair. Right, so this is another extreme of anger, right? So to practice middle way, right, we're going to have thoughts of loving kindness. And we are going to wish, right, may all the hairs be well and happy. So the phrasing in your mind is very important. We don't go and wish my hair, right? So we're going to wish all the hairs. We're going to remove the ego out of the equation. So we wish all the hairs from head to toe, right? May all the hairs be well and happy. And we are going to introduce another thought, which is non-greed, right? So these are the two extremes, greed and hatred. So the other thought we are going to introduce is now we are going to visualize that all our hairs, right? All the hairs go through this cycle of birth, aging, sickness, and passing away. Right. So basically, all the hairs they get dirty, oily, and sweaty. And they grow long. They crack when it's dry. And they turn white when it's old. And eventually they fall off. Well, every day we have lots of hair falling off. And we are going to ask ourselves, right? So this is a self-discovery, or no, some Buddhists call it non-self-discovery question. Is these hairs truly self? Are the hairs truly you? If it is truly you, can you tell the hairs not to go through this birth and death? Next, we are going to think of our nails, right? We are going to wish all the nails well and happy. So all the fingernails, may they be well and happy. And all the toenails, may they be well and happy. And all the nails are subject to this birth and death. Yeah, they grow long, they get dirty, they discolor, and sometimes due to diseases, malnutrition, and they go through wear and tear. They get scratches, cracks, and even chip off. Every time we scratch on something hard with our nails, yeah, some of the nails will also fall off. And then we can ask ourselves, are these nails truly self? Are they truly you? Can you tell the nails not to go through this birth and death? And the next part of the body we are going to think is our teeth. Yeah, all the teeth in the mouth, may they be well and happy. So we wish all the upper rows of teeth, may they be well and happy. And all the lower rows of teeth, may they be well and happy. And all these teeth are subject to birth and death. Right? The teeth will change in shape and size. They will change in color. Yeah, they get dirty. Have all the plaque build up. Yeah, get yellowish and turn brown and they decay and turn black. And they have tooth cavities, and they grow holes. And they get shaky. And eventually they fall off. And we can ask ourselves, are these teeth truly self? Are they truly you? Can we tell the teeth not to go through this birth and death? Okay, and next we are going to think of the skin. Yeah, so the skin is an organ that surrounds the whole body. Right, so we're going to wish all the skin well and happy from head to toe, every pore of the skin well and happy. And all the skin are subject to birth and death. They get dirty, oily, sweaty, and they wrinkle up when it's old. They crack up when it's dry. And they face all kinds of skin problems, from skin irritation, allergies, turn red. Yeah, and then there's all these boils, pimples, pus, etc. And we are going to, and the skin, right? They fall off every day. Right? Lots of skin fall off. Every time we rub our skin, right? Some skin fall off. And we can ask ourselves, are these skin truly self? Can we tell the skin not to go through this birth and death? Okay, next phase, we are going to sort of strengthen the mind a bit, right? It's like charging up the battery. So we are going to sort of feel the breath, right? We're just going to feel one small area or one small point below the nostril and above the upper lip, right? Using our sense of touch. No need to visualize, right? No need to visualize anything. Using the sense of touch, the skin, right? So we're going to feel below the nostril, above the upper lip of the air coming in and out, right? So no need to feel your diaphragm, your windpipe, and your lungs, right? Just one small area. And let our breathing be our natural reflex action. No need to control our breathing, right? So whenever there's an inhalation, we wish the breath well. Whenever there is an exhalation, we wish the breath happy. Right, so breathe in well, breathe out happy. Right, have loving kindness to the breath. You'll be amazed with the power of loving kindness. Right, loving kindness can do wonders. A lot of meditators, when they do breath meditation, or they try to calm down the mind, or they struggle a lot. They force the mind. But with loving kindness, it appeases the mind. So it's a very important step. Make friends with the breath. Also, part of the right thought formula, right? Reduce the desire of violence or hatred, right? Normally we are violent to our own mind. We want to force and coerce the mind to do things, to execute certain commands, right? So we don't really love our mind. So the more we coerce and force the mind, the more stressful, more tension, more suffering. Right? So we reduce this desire of violence, right? So we sort of have loving kindness. So breathe in well, breathe out happy. So we focus on the process, and the byproduct will be the mind will actually calm down naturally by itself. So we focus more on the process. So if you really do your loving kindness correctly with the breath, then actually you shouldn't be pulling a long face. It shouldn't be too stern. Uh, should be all relaxed and happy. Okay, once the mind is more calm and fluid, then we can introduce the other thought, which is thoughts of detachment. So we're actually trying to observe, right, the birth and death of the breath, the microcycles of birth and death, or the rising and falling of the breath, right? Because the breath is invisible, that's why we just need to use the sense of touch. There are various sensations in the breath. We classify them into the 4 elements, right? Earth, fire, wind, and water. Nothing magical about them. So the earth represents any hard and soft kind of sensations when you feel in the breath, right? So when you breathe in and out, if there are any change of the density in the air or the touch of your skin, then that's the changes, right? The birth and death of the earth element, or the rising and falling of the earth element. And the fire represents the temperature, hot and cold, right? So if there's any change in the temperature when you breathe in and out, then there's a birth and death of the fire element. And the wind, the fast and slow, long and short movements of the breath. So when you breathe in and out, if there are any changes in the breathing rate, then there's a birth and death of the wind element. And the water element is the moist or dry sensations. So when you breathe in and out, any changes in humidity, then there's a birth and death of the water element. So there's no need to purposely generate these sensations, right? When you feel the breath, whichever sensation that is most obvious to you, then you just keep watch and observe the birth and death of that sensation. The whole idea is to continue to be mindful of this impermanence of the breath until the mind can settle down. Right? This observation of impermanence will create this detachment. Right? The mind will not find anything worth investing in, anything changing all the time. Right? So sometimes meditation, some people say, meditation, sit there, do nothing, think nothing, right? So not true. Once the mind is sort of too still or too quiet and idle, right? There's a saying, right? Idle mind is a workshop for the devil, right? So in Buddhism, it's the Mara. Right? So our delusion and clinging will come, and we will think, and we'll sort of fantasize, or anything stagnant. So you have to keep, continue to observe the birth and death of the elements of the breath, and the mind will continue to detach and calm down. So the whole idea is to keep on doing it until the mind cannot settle any further, right? There's like a certain limit to where the mind can calm down. So you have to find the end point. Okay, so using whatever you learned right from this process of detachment, we are going to apply in a more sort of active kind of scenario. So now we are going to sort of radiate loving kindness. So basically, we are going to pay attention in front. So we are going to wish all beings in front well and happy. So I'm going to apply the mind in a certain direction, but you have to do it in a way with detachment. Right? How to practice love and compassion without any form of exertion, any form of attachment. So for this exercise, again, no need to visualize that. Just a general concept of all beings in front. Because once you visualize, then your mind will start creating a whole lot of movies, a lot of drama series. Yeah? And then we return this attention back to ourselves. Right? Then we are going to wish all beings behind be well and happy. And then we come back to ourselves and we are going to wish all beings on the left, may they be well and happy. And then we come back to ourselves and we are going to wish all beings on the right, may they be well and happy. And we come back to ourselves. Okay. Next, we wish all beings above, may they be well and happy. And then we come back to ourselves. And we're going to wish, may all beings below be well and happy. And we come back to ourselves. This time we wish our entire body well and happy, right from head to toe. We're going to wish every part of the body well and happy. And we fill this entire body with loving kindness. And eventually we are going to radiate this loving kindness in all the directions, above, below, and all across. Right? And we start off with we wish all beings in your house, right? All beings in your house be well and happy. right? Maintain this detachment, mindful of this impermanence and detachment also. And we are going to extend this loving kindness to the surrounding neighborhood. Right? We wish all beings in the neighborhood be well and happy. And then we are going to extend the loving kindness, right, to the entire country. Right, we're going to wish the entire country well and happy. And we are going to extend the loving kindness to all the surrounding countries, right, in Southeast Asia, the ASEAN region. Yeah? May all beings in the region be well and happy. And then extend this loving kindness to the entire earth. Yeah, may all beings on this planet be well and happy. And it's good to wish for world peace, but make sure the mind is also at peace, detached, mindful of the settling of the mind. And eventually we are going to extend the loving kindness to the entire universe. And may all beings in this universe be well and happy. So we maintain this boundless loving kindness in the Karaniya Metta Sutta, right? The teachings on loving kindness. And the Buddha taught that if a person were to maintain this boundless, loving kindness, be it standing, sitting, walking, or lying down, right? Then this is the highest conduct, right? The highest practice. So meditation is not about sitting down, your eyes closed. It's about maintaining this positive framework, this state of mind, this positive emotion or sublime states throughout the entire day in whatever we do. So with that in mind, then we can gently open our eyes and we sort of formally end the meditation, right? But mentally, we sort of meditate the whole day, right?